Heffernan, EndoTech, exclusively for the Pareto network. This is Blockchain Vitals. It's our daily show talking cryptocurrencies, blockchain assets, trade setups, and such, and all things EndoTech on the EndoTech.io website. All right, and we got portfolios now fully active on the website, and much more coming down the pipeline. I mean, much more. Very excited about the progress we're making on the website and all the functionality that is going to come to crypto investors via that portal, the EndoTech.io portal. All right, let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds, we do it every day. Little chat about what's in the news in crypto land, and we're getting it right there from the market sentiment on the EndoTech.io website. And a couple of things that jumped out at me today, and I guess the biggest one was, hold on, let's go back to it because I want to get the, whoa. Well, we got the Muslims fully in on letting you donate crypto, but that's not the one I was looking for. Guess what? Anyway, the one that I was looking at was I'm not sure what airline it is. Going to use VeChain, I think, is the technology, the blockchain technology, to make check-in easier and faster. I wanted to just talk about this because, again, Ari David Paul tweeted today that the space is so, there's so much parity in the space, so much, these things all trade together, and that it's sooner or later there's going to be a decoupling, just like there was in internet stocks or internet web addresses, and things that didn't add value are going to go to zero, and there's no difference than that here in the blockchain. And so things actually have to add value at the end of the day, or the money that's been raised for those coins or ICOs or currencies, if they don't add value at the end of the day, they're going to zero. That's all there is to it. And I'm going to tell you right now that the chart is going to let you know that it's going to zero. All right. I've talked before about, that these things can go to zero. And, I've showed my Lehman Brothers stock as I still hold it on my desk, my Lehman Brothers stock certificate. But if you look at the Lehman Brothers chart, it told you it was going to zero. All right. It didn't just go to zero in one day. So the technicals will bear out something that is drastically wrong in a market by the price action. All right. Anything else in the news? Other than that, pretty slow day, and cryptos today, very disappointing if you're a bull. I mean, basically every chart looks like the next one where they just gave Sunday's action away. Most of them closed on their lows. You know what? Let's take the vitals and talk about it. Taking the vitals, we do it every day, talking the relative health and or sickness of the top 8 crypto assets. That's what's on the sheet. I'm going to talk XRP and Bitcoin Cash today. Just to change it up, I got to do something to change this thing up because I'm sick of being on the bench. I'm sick of being on the sidelines here. XRP right now trading 67.83, just below its value range low, just below its pivot, looking like it wants to go ahead and test that low momentum level at 66.55. And again, you see it close in low momentum on the daily. Why would you want to be involved? That's all I got to say. Why would you want to be involved? So, in the commodity markets, if you're holding position, I mean, there's ways to defend. You can buy puts, you can sell in the money calls. You can just get out in the futures. There's lots to do. Cryptos, it's not that easy. There's not so many avenues for you to defend. You're either in or you're out. So for my, I'm in the tether. That's all there is to it. I'm in the tether. These charts, they're trying to lift their head. They're trying to, we have a nice congestion here. We're not necessarily falling out of bed. Bitcoin Cash trading 1227, just above its lower momentum, still inside its value range, and not a bad value range. But again, all of these charts, they just gave away Sunday's action today. Just not raising their head. They're not healthy, man. They're not looking healthy. Now, if they close in lower momentum, I think we go investigate some of these lower weekly levels. All right, so Bitcoin, Ethereum, we talked about those levels. Bitcoin now trading at 84.05, 76.95 is that weekly down momentum level in Bitcoin. Ethereum 628 is the weekly average. I just think that they got to go test and either wash out to the downside where we can build a much longer term bottom, or we used to say shit or get off the pot. Let's get some momentum in this market. And right now there just isn't any. That's all there is to it. We used to call these summer markets. It's not quite summer yet. We got still a month or so, I think, to the day till summer. But we got summer markets going on here in the crypto land for sure. All right, so be patient, man. That's all I can say is be patient. Look for extreme levels to jump in. Those would be collars on the daily. Don't fight the momentum. Please don't fight the momentum. If these things close in lower mo, just be on the sidelines. Go to the tether. That's what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want. But I'm telling you, when things are in lower momentum, not a great place to be involved from the long side. I said it for years and years, and on the trading floor when people would tell me about a trade that they loved because of a fundamental setup. And at the very least, I would tell them, in the very least, if you are all bowled up, man, you think the fundamental story is so great for some commodity that it's going to go to the moon, as long as it's closing in lower momentum on the daily, just be patient. Don't be involved. All right, now we're not in lower momentum yet on a lot of these, but we sure are sniffing them out, these lower momentum levels. So until we can turn and, for me, I need to see up momentum now. This congestion has lasted so long, and I've been, I've only been chopped a couple of times gracefully. I want to see upper momentum gained and closed in, and then take out that up momentum day's high. I love seeing that for real confirmation of strength. Although I will dabble if we can get this Ethereum to close in up momentum. For sure, I'm going to jump in there. All these numbers are available at EndoTech.io. You need tokens. You need Pareto tokens in order to view the content, the full array of content at EndoTech.io. You can get Pareto tokens if you do not own them at qcoin.com, at coinswitch.co, and at ddex.io. All three places available to purchase Pareto tokens, start consuming the content from the network, and the content at endotech.io. You guys have a great trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.